Donald Page Mers Jr. Don, a loving brother, husband, father, grandfather, and uncle, a friend to all of us. Don was there for everyone. He was just like my dad, a kind heart, even disposition, and always there to help when he could. I fondly think of happy memories. Growing up on Long Island with our sisters Sharon, Laura, and Corinne. It was hard for him being the only brother, but I know he really liked it to have all these sisters to entertain his friends. When he was in his last year of high school, and we were waiting at the bus stop, and there was this teenager from Queens came sauntering up the block to catch the school bus. Enter Regina. She became like another sister to me, and Don had a secret love. He went to college, and Regina and I became fast friends. We would spend time going to Fire Island with Regina's parents, and Don drinking and getting into trouble. During the next 16 years, Don had girlfriends, and Regina had husbands. But they always remained friends. They had to, because Regina was a sister. Then 17 years later, Regina and Don married, and Nikki was born. I was a godmother, and I was ecstatic. We spent the next few years spending Thanksgiving, Christmas, or Easter down in North Carolina or in D.C., and traveling through the East and West trying to teach Nikki to ski. Don spent the next 15 years traveling with Regina, Nikki, and sometimes I would join them, traveling to Europe, Spain, Ireland, France, New Zealand, Australia, Japan, Brazil, Italy, and island hopping in Hawaii. Oh, how Don loved to travel, eat, drink, and be merry. During the last 10 years, Don did not slow down. He met Marie in an interview with his job. He wooed her, and they married. They were suited to each other. Marie, being a worldwide traveler herself, for a job with the government, it was a match made in heaven. They continued Don's tradition to conquer the world together, traveling to France, Singapore, Tahiti, Hawaii, and many other U.S. states. And once a year, Don, Marie, Richard, and I would make a yearly trip for skiing, for those that still could ski. On a final note, surprisingly enough, all the Merses were born in the same decade, from 1951 to 1960. So every year, starting when Don was 39 and Corinne was 30, we would have a family party for the decade. We had the party to celebrate with our growing families. Regina and Nikki, Sharon and Matt, son Ryan, Laura and Ed, sons Ed, Christopher, and Donald, Corinne, son Brian, and daughter Jennifer. Finally, the boys outnumbered the girls. I don't know what the next generation will be, but to Don's joy, Nikki and Reed gave birth to a baby girl, Avery Brooke, and a nephew, Chris, and his wife Sandy, also a baby girl, Alexa Laura Rose. So it's 2-0 for the girls. Sadly, we could not plan the decade party for this year, but 2021, to celebrate Don's glorious life, we will have one. We miss and love you, Don, and you will forever be in our hearts.